Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Dmitry Bivol has left the chat. Artur Beterbiev's promoter Bob Arum has stated that if a rematch between Beterbiev and Bivol is to happen, it will most likely not be anytime soon. As a matter of fact, October of 2025 is the earliest date possible if the two were to fight again. According to Bob Arum, this is mainly due to the whole Riyadh season ending soon and it won't resume till October of next year. Also, it looks like a fight between the two outside of Riyadh season is apparently not even an option. With this being said, Beterbiev and Bivol are said to take interim matches in between, with Artur Beterbiev most likely taking on the winner of the Benavidez versus Morrell fight, or Canelo Alvarez to make the most out of his current high market value. Bob Arum has already said that the IBF ordering Beterbiev to face their mandatory fighter, in which Bob Arum referred to as some non-entity, is just plainly and outright stupid. So what does this all mean now for Artur Beterbiev? Well, Beterbiev must now make a tough decision and needs to seriously and carefully consider all the pros and cons of his next fight. It's either he remains undisputed champion and fights someone who is relatively unknown, or let go and give up the prize that he has worked and sacrificed so much for all throughout his career in exchange for something that is widely considered as a much bigger risk. As for Dmitry Bivol, well, we're not really sure. Canelo has remained silent and has seemingly lost interest in fighting Bivol because, again, he no longer has anything to gain from him. Meanwhile, during an earlier statement, David Benavidez has already said that he's extremely confident that he's capable of breaking both Beterbiev and Bivol. Benavidez said that what makes him very dangerous is that he finds ways to win, as well as break any kind of style that you put in front of him. I'll be honest with you guys. Quite frankly, I have no issues of Beterbiev fighting Canelo or Benavidez. I mean, if Beterbiev versus Bivol won't be happening till October of next year, then we might as well get those fights, right? I think the only genuine concern I have is that Beterbiev is basically 40 years old. And when the Bivol rematch finally takes place, and if it does take place on October, he will be 3 months shy away from turning 41. Okay, you can argue that not all 40-year-olds are built the same way. And based on the mileage, Beterbiev is still pretty much brand new. Well, at least professionally, you know? But you also can't deny the fact that Beterbiev's age is still a very valid argument. Anyway, long story short, no Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch happening until October of 2025 at the earliest. Again, take note. October 2025 is the earliest possible date if it happens, but a rematch itself is not guaranteed. And lastly, the winner between David Benavidez and David Morrell, or possibly Canelo Alvarez if he decides that he's up for the challenge, will most likely be Beterbiev's next opponent. Unless, however, Artur Beterbiev folds to the IBF's demands and fights his mandatory opponent, Michael Eifert of Germany. What are your thoughts about this, and what do you think Artur Beterbiev should do? Like, what would be the most logical move for him next? Let me know everything in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button for more quick talks.